21st of September 2001. It's 10 days after the 9/11 terror attacks on America, and I find myself in New York City with my brothers James and Trevor and a couple of our mates. We had taken the train from Madison, New Jersey to Hoboken. The same one that Dad would have taken every day on his way to work in the World Trade Center. From Hoboken, we jumped on the PATH train to 33rd Street. When we got there in the station, there was a police information desk and there was a tired-looking cop standing behind it. What's the easiest way to get down to ground zero? We don't need tourists going down there. Our dad was in there, we need to go. He looked tired, stressed. He softened a bit and he said, my pal was in there too. He told us that the nearest we would get would be Canal Street. So we made our way out of the station. We passed hundreds and hundreds of pictures and messages pleading for information about people that were missing. When we came out onto the street, we knew New York. I mean, we'd been there loads of times, but this was different. There was a thin layer of dust everywhere. And people weren't rushing around like they usually are. So many cars, it was, and there was this kind of strange acoustic in the air. I was trying to work out where we were, and I looked up, and there was a sign, Broadway. We made our way down to Canal Street. There was a big roadblock there, so we turned right, we headed west towards the Hudson. There was another roadblock, and this time the cop at that roadblock, he was getting distracted, so we kind of crept behind him and made our way just a little bit closer. We got within 4 blocks of Ground Zero to Murray Street. And there was yet another roadblock, and behind this roadblock there was a huge, huge pile of rubble. Massive. In front of it there were what seemed like dozens of emergency and utility vehicles, all with their lights flashing silently. The buildings around had these hideous scars. It looked like a war zone, and as I looked up to the left, there was a hole in the sky where World Trade 7 had once stood. We asked the cop if we could get any closer. He asked why we were there, and when we told him, he told us that there was a family support centre at Pier 94. Pier 94 was 4 miles north. I hadn't come to New York to walk to some kind of family support centre. I needed to get closer, I needed to be there. We kept walking west. The last roadblock, it was a military checkpoint. One of the soldiers shouted at us to put our cameras away. I walked up, I said, we just need to get closer. I was exhausted, emotionally exhausted from the week that we'd had. We'd spent all day walking across New York. Just need to get closer. Our dad was in there. The second soldier, he came over, he put his arm on my shoulder, he said, "Man, I'm so sorry. so sorry. I think you might be able to find some help if you head the other way over to Fulton Street. There may be somebody there that can help, but I really wish we could do something. Man, I'm so sorry. No one stops the sun from shining, no matter what they try. No one stops the rain from falling to wash the dust from our eyes. They can push, they can shove, they can kick, they can try and knock us down, but we will rise with hope and pride on the streets of this town. Turn the hands of time to take the pain away, but we can learn that clouded skies will clear again to a brighter day. You took all our fears and all our pain, you carried them down. Every road, every avenue, every street of this town. And all of our hopes, all of our promises, all of our dreams are in you, on the streets of this town. There was something about the way that soldier kind of came down to my level, you know, to where I was, that has stuck with me. We started walking back east, past more fences, absolutely strewn with hundreds of photos. As we walked, people, strangers, were just stopping each other just to talk. Some people were just standing there silently looking at what was around them. We kept walking. We passed this massive pile of rubble with this hideous wafer-like structure sticking out from the top, all that was left of the World Trade Center. When we got over to Fulton Street, people were just standing, looking, strangers talking to people, checking up on people, just wanting to make sure that people were okay, taking the time to listen. And I thought, you know, if we can take this care, this love, this community of compassion for each other, if we can take that with us into the coming months, if we can prove that love is bigger than the hatred and the mess and the hurt and the pain that has made all of this happen, then maybe, just maybe, we can make a difference and change this world for the better. All of our hopes, all of our promises, all of our dreams are in you. All of our hopes, all of our promises, all of our dreams are in you. Now sing with us. On the streets of this town, on the streets of this town, streets of this town, on the streets of this town, streets of this town, on the streets of this town, streets of this town, on the street. Keep it going. Streets of this town. Yeah. I stood on the center of Broadway without a yellow myself cry. Was it the dirt, or the pain, or the dust that brought tears to my eyes? Oh, on the streets of this town, on the streets of this town, streets of this town, on the streets of this town, streets of this town, on the streets of this town, streets of this town, on the streets of this town, yeah, streets. One day you'll wipe away all of the tears and the pain, yeah. One day the skies will clear, there'll be peace again. Oh, one day we'll see love rise. One day we'll see love rise. One day we'll see love rise again. Oh, on the streets of this town, on the streets of this town, streets of this town, on the streets of this town.